Hello everyone, this is Flora and this is my database lab experiment number 8, and today we have to work on procedures and functions. So what is procedures? Procedures is a schema which is a subprogram. It's a standalone subprogram. As we have functions in C, C++ wherein we pass in data and we let it execute at any point of a program. Similarly, procedures is one such thing. Now what is the difference between procedure and function? Functions, it can return a value, single value, back to the calling function, and procedures cannot return it, do not return it directly. It's directly used to perform the action. Now coming back to our questions, our first one is to create a stored procedure that displays the name and course id of the student. So how do we do that? So if you come back to the code, it's the syntax for creating procedure or function is to write create or replace procedure, then function name, and then we have the parameter that we're passing, and int specifies from which what data type do we have. So over here the course id is in number format. Then we have the starting, which is determined using is, and here we have done is the declaration part. So if you see what is in the declaration part, we are assigning name, the data type that is there for the first name. So this is used to find the data type of that column. So then we are assigning it, and then we are saying select f name. We're selecting the name from the inquiry table, wherein the course id that we have passed, we have checked for its matching, and then we are displaying it. So this is my thing. So I've passed my register row number, and then I've seen who's the entry, and that is Mr. Anil. So next question over here is to create a stored procedure which takes enrollment date and course ID as input. The procedure should display the duration of the course and the end date of the course. So we have to take enrollment date and course ID as the input. So if you see my next question, I have taken date in data type format of date, and then enrollment number, course id, and I have passed the details over here. I've passed the enrollment date and I've passed the course id, and then what I get as the output is the duration and the starting date. So if you come and you say I'm selecting the duration from the batch table with enrollment number, and then I'm assigning to that, and starting date similarly, if I'm saving, if you see over here, the batch detail, I'm selecting the duration and the starting date, and so with the end date, and then I'm finding the end date. um, Next question is to write a procedure that deletes the student records whose roll number is passed to it. If such roll number is not existing, no data found. So what we have to do is when we pass our roll register number, we have to find whom does the register number belong to, and suppose if there's no data inside it, we have to uh, throw an error stating that it's no, there is no data as such found. So if you see over here, I am passing the roll number. If there at all roll number is present, then I use the where condition to retrieve the to delete the data from there. And if there is no data found, then I'm raising an application error saying the given data is not present. Now next one is write a function to display the course fees with given course id. So I have to display the course fees with the course id. Now how do I do that? I create a function, I pass the course fees, and then through that I can find the course id and I display it. So if you come back over here and if you see, with my course code as 10, my course fees is rupees 4000. Now if I come back and if I say create a function that count total courses having amount more than 5000, so I want to retrieve the data which is amounts more than 5000. So if you come and you say, well, what is the amount, it should be amount is should be greater than 5000, and then if you see the function, I'm using the count function. Count is an aggregate function which is used to find the number of counts of data, number of rows, entity that we have. So if you can see in so if I say select star from course underscore pur14 cs290, so I'm sorry. So if you see the fees over here, only one detail has fees that is equal to greater than 5000. So similarly, if you check out over here, the details more than 5000 is only for one course code. Now, next one is to create a function which displays the student details when roll number is given as input. So we have to display the student details, all the details that we have whenever the roll number is given as input. So I create a function and I retrieve all the data, I store it, and I display it when the details of that register number of the student is given. So that is all for procedures and functions. Thank you.